Many of you probably didn't know this, but pumpkin seeds have a major benefit when it comes to blocked ears. A lot of you are struggling out there with your blocked ears, your clicking sounds, the swishing sounds. Now, although a lot of those sounds may be stemming from the jaw area, but the congestion in the ears is definitely something we can do pretty quickly. And I'm going to give you the remedy. One thing you can try is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are a mega house when it comes to blocking and unclogging those ears. I've talked to many of you, and a lot of you have explained the clogged ears have been lasting for weeks and sometimes even months. What you want to do is you want to take a good size amount of pumpkin seeds, maybe a 2 handful size of pumpkin seeds, and you want to place them either in the oven for about 3 to 4 minutes, or you can put it on a pan or on a stove and let it kind of roast over for about, I would say about 5 to 6 minutes actually. Once you do that, what's going to happen is that the pumpkin seed is going to start developing kind of an oily substance. That oil is what is going to be needed to unclog those ears. Now, you haven't probably heard this very often, but there are 2 things working for you when it comes to pumpkin seeds, is that it fights inflammation and increases blood flow. And if you are familiar with the Jaye in the studio and you're familiar with my channel, you know those are 2 things that I'm talking about constantly. So once you have that oil, and you're going to get a good amount of it from the seeds that you put in the pan or you put in the oven, you want to take that oil, you can simply put it on the fingertips. Make sure your hands are thoroughly washed. You want to take that oil and you want to go right inside the ear. Start to massage inside the ear with the oil on your fingertips. Now, that's not the only way that you're going to get the benefits from pumpkin seeds. You definitely are going to eat the pumpkin seeds as well. You're going to get something called omega-3 and omega-6. These are very strong powerhouse omegas that are going to help you clear that inflammation. What's causing a lot of the problems in our ear is inflammation. A lot of the issues we deal with come from inflammation. If we can eliminate the inflammation and increase the blood circulation, when you have clogged ears and you have stuffy ears, most likely it's those 2 things. If it's not an inflammation problem, it's most likely a circulatory problem with the blood going into the ears, or a lack of, I should say. Now, I know all of this sounds unusual, and you probably wonder how come no one told me about this before. That's the beauty of experimenting with different things that are healthy for you. You want to stay on the natural side, and you want to do things that don't have the consequences behind it, like medication. A lot of your own medication, that's going to give you consequences, is going to give you side effects. Pumpkin seeds are so readily available. We're getting close into the season of pumpkins. Take advantage of using these very strong powerhouse seeds and utilize it to your best potential. You want to do this at least 2 to 3 times a week. I cannot stress enough how important it is to get those healthy fats into our diet. It's going to help with the inflammation. Keeping the inflammation down is the key in this entire video. We are always doing things to ourselves, unfortunately, to raise the inflammation, either through processed foods or sugars, sports drinks, and things we're not aware of that's giving us high sugar intake. And all it's doing is adding more inflammation into our body, which then our body has to go in overtime to get rid of it. And if we play sports and we do other things and we're highly active, it's only going to add to the risk of having more inflammation. So trust me, taking a little bit of pumpkin seeds into your diet, whether through oil, through consumption, or both, is going to help clogging. It's going to help reducing the clogging. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's the inflammation and it's the lack of blood circulation. I hope this video was very helpful for you. If it was, take time to subscribe to the channel. I try to bring content as often as possible. But in the meantime, I'm going to step out of the Jaye in the studio and leave you in good hands with this video. Like anything else, folks, we are here to simply go back to the basics. Take care, everybody.